Hi everybody, my name is Professor Apoorvi. I'm a very bad ADR lawyer and
Hello everyone, this is Apoorvi. I'm Assistant Professor at Ifim Law School, also the Faculty Head of Center for ADR, and so Center for ADR is presenting CONCORDAT 2.0 along with Center for Sports Law, whose Faculty Head is unfortunately Professor Nishant.
So again, hi everyone. Like I've been introduced by my colleague here. Like it happens for all those superstars at any event. So my name is Professor Nishant. I'm an assistant professor at Ifim Law School and also the faculty chair for Center for Sports, which is also a co-host for this particular CONCORDAT 2.0. So look forward to all of you.
How am I feeling? I guess pretty anxious, very excited, and I think a huge checklist. I'm always worried and cursing whether somebody is doing work or not, whether others are doing work or not.
Even I'm very excited, but sometimes I'm not. Whenever I have to work with who, so that's when things get a bit 50-50. But otherwise, I'm very excited about the CONCORDAT 2.0.
Yeah, you can see everybody working around. Kids are working down the clock, and every day we have 10 checklists. So we just hope that there would be something grand on those 3 days. So yeah, looking forward actually.
And make sure Nishant is working. So I think that's the extent of it. So talking about the format of the competition, it's a two-part competition. One is client negotiation, which is based upon private international law, and the other part is arbitration and mediation, for which the theme is international sports law, specifically focused on Formula One racing and its regulations.
Yeah, and actually we do have fest in the evening. But to explain you the format more is that one format is MEDA, in which the preliminary round would be mediation and quarterfinal would be mediation, and then semi-finals and finals would be arbitration. So there is one problem which kind of evolves with every round. And when we are talking about client counseling and negotiation, that is CNEC, there again the preliminaries and quarters are a client counseling round, and then in semi-finals and finals we'll see people negotiating. So as Nishant had already said, it's around sports law and private international law. So you could see almost 26 teams will be there throughout. They are competing, and in MEDA we are actually in MEDA as well as CNEC, we are actually thinking that in those particular 3 days people would be able to learn the nuances of ADR as well as commercial laws, contract, negotiation, and enjoying the evening by the cultural fest and kind of dance and have good food. Yeah, this is all about CONCORDAT 2.0.
So about your question of what inspired us this time to go beyond just CNEC competition, I think the answer is pretty obvious. The addition we are talking about is me, the sports lawyer at IFIM, so maybe that's why I think Nishant Shokan ended up inspiring our professor Srivastava to introduce the second part of the competition, and as well the fun bit, which usually I am, and that is the fest part of it. I don't know what she thinks about it.
That's not the case. He didn't inspire. I think the only one thing which inspired me was I thought that learning is incomplete without fun. So I wanted to add a fun element. So from there, of course, festival came into picture. And when we talk about NEGMED and MEDA, I thought that if it's a fest, why not a ADR fest and include all 4 elements which we teach in ADR. So I think I just wanted to make it one of its kind ADR fest, which is not around, so that everybody could learn ADR but have fun along with it. I think that was the whole notion around it. And Nishant is add-on, let's just say that. Pretty good, I must say. This is something where we have clubbed the competition with the fest, so everybody is very excited. Everybody has put on their thinking caps and they are thinking how to make it very unique, whether to call DJ, to call bands, to call stand-up comedy. We really don't know because we have a lot of things on our plate and we are just trying to make it grand. So yeah, that's the only thing, and we are just still figuring it out.
Like
Yeah.
on the top of it, we have so many in-house artists, dancers, musicians who wants to participate, and we actually had to put forward to going for in-house auditions, and we have to actually come up with a list, who can perform, who cannot because of the paucity of time. And there are so many international artists who are dying to perform at IFM. For example, Shah Rukh, Hrithik, they all contacted me, but we cannot include them this time. Maybe next time. So
Yeah.
very excited for CONCORDAT 2. Looking forward to all the participants coming to IFM and having the time of their lives. So please like, subscribe, and
Share also,
so,
please.
yeah.
Yeah, welcome.